Hello. Welcome. Get my camera right. Okay, where are we? Welcome if you're joining me live. It's Fiona Fernandez. I live in Pyrmont in Sydney. Oops. And I go live every Wednesday night to make cards. It's like a free class. Let's turn my microphone around so you can hear me, hopefully. Just go and find my live. It's always good to make sure everything's working. Okay. Yep, I can hear me. Good. So feel free to pop in the chat hi or hello or whatever you're doing if you're crafting along with me. Or if you don't want to, that's fine too. I'm good to craft along with myself. Oh, sorry. Just had a drink of water. So last week when I was playing, Wednesday night's a bit of a play night with my Stampin Up products. And I try and use a mixture of things. So this one I started last week and I didn't finish it. And then I sort of put this piece on during the week, and then someone suggested using these, but I haven't done that yet. I've tried a few other things. I was actually looking for a stamp that had the word thanks, just thanks by itself. So I'm just looking on the website. So the good thing about looking in the website, so the website's under FionaFernandez.stampinup.net. And if you go to the Shop Now tab, it takes you to the shop. And you can shop with me in Australia. That'd be lovely. And you can actually search by words. So I'm going to put the word thanks into my search bar. And it brings up this die set, which is still current. This is called Amazing Thanks. And this has got a die that cuts out the word thanks and also the solid one, a bit like this other one. That's a different set though. So you could cut out those two. I'm just not sure what I want. So you can put one on top of the other, which is great. It gives you a nice, you know, bit of a background. So that comes up. The new saying thanks kit comes up when you type in the word thanks. 1,000,000 thanks kits. So there's a couple of kits that are really good with the word thanks in them, if you don't want to go to all this trouble. Oh, the thanks and hello embossing folders. There's little embossing folders that fit in the mini, and they've got the word thanks on them and hello on another one. So that's pretty cool. Now, Biggest Wish polymer stamp set. That says it's got a big thanks. That's probably what I'm looking for, and I've got it up here, I think, on my desk. I'll keep it up here. And this one, let me just check that. So this one has the big word thanks, and it also has these ones. So I was thinking of doing something. And they're clear, so that's always a plus too. I like the red rubber. They're good quality stamps, and they're good for, you know, getting your images, but I also really like the clear ones because I can see right through them. So I like it because you can place them on things and line things up. So I was looking for thanks, this one, because that someone else suggested, Amanda suggested putting sending onto the Tahitian blue, Tahitian Tide on black on here. Oh, hi Athena. Hi Amanda, I'm just talking about you. I just got this out because I haven't finished it yet. I was sort of fiddling around with it during the week, and I've been busy getting ready for my retreat on Saturday. Looking forward to that. And I'm just not sure about the black under there. It's not doing it for me. And when I make cards or any creative things I do, it has to feel right for me. It just has to gel, you know. So I'm not sure about that. So I did a white one as well, to see what that looked like. And then I actually thought maybe putting the black behind the white, behind the blue, looked really nice, because it was too much black going on. And then I was looking at this one, which is the Amazing Thanks die. So I've looked up on my website, the shop website. I just put the word thanks in, and it brings up all sorts of things. So I was looking for another thanks that was a plain word like this to put on there, and I'm thinking that might work. So we'll stamp that for a minute before I get out something else to play with. I really would like to finish this one, but I've packed a lot of things away. Getting ready. No, they're not. They're just on the table. I can just grab them if I need to. But I was getting all sorted for my retreat on Saturday. Can't wait. I'm so excited. I haven't done a big stamp party we call it, no. A big stamping class for a while. Just chop that piece off. And let's just grab a stamp block. Now this will be the question. What colour will we stamp that in? Yeah, the white does break it up. I quite like it with the black behind though. What colour thanks will we do? I don't know whether to go. I mean, we could try a few different things. So with this one, if we want it to be nice and solid, I'll have to put that on my stamp line. Just got to move I brought the big embossing machine back onto the table because I want to do something else in a minute. I've just got stuff everywhere already. We haven't even started. And don't forget, it's International Women's Day today. So for my next little exploration, I got this out in the moment. So I'm going to play with that in a minute because it's got a couple of women on there. And I thought that would be nice to do tonight. Let's just get this little card out of the way. I'm trying not to do it for too long, but you know, I do get a bit carried away. Let's just get that on there. I'll be cutting this one down a bit, I think. I don't want a big piece. Hi, Demily. Welcome. Let's put that there. So I'll probably trim around this. I've still got my other stamp there. Turn that around. That's the one I put on the back of my cards. The only problem with this is it's going to pull it when I lift it up, isn't it? Let's see if we get two magnets close together. Oh! Now if you ever get them stuck together on here, you slide them off the side to get them apart. Okay, don't panic. Don't panic. It's my favourite saying. Don't panic. Just slide them off. Okay, I think that'll work. Now I've got my little mat under there, so you need the little foam mat. This one you can buy separate. It comes with a foam mat, but I bought this one with the little grid paper on it. Okay, do we Tahitian tie? Yep, you spelled that wrong. It's okay. I know what you mean. Here we go. Tahitian. And do you think I think it's too much Tahitian tied to do that on the thanks. I'll try it. I can always stamp over it. Let's try it. And I can always do another one. My Tahitian tie's a bit bubbly. Let's give that a good push down. Although, even in the ball, the bubbles, ooh, look at that. Made it go all wobbly. Ooh. I'll try that again. Do another lot. You could. I haven't got many blues out right now because I've put things away for I've put all my ink pads over there in the box. I know I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. I've got black though. I think it's too blue. Let's try a little tiny bit of black on there. Just a little bit. Just to give it a bit of something different. I love playing with the colours. Ooh, I'm not sure if that's going to work. I think it's too much blue. Take that off there. Yeah, it's too much. But I can use it on another card. You know, I'm thinking Maybe I need to emboss something. Let me just find a Tammy. Something different. There's the mark. Just wondering whether we need to do, I don't know if gold's going to go with it though because of this. What about silver? Or, you know what I could have done? I could have left that there and put some embossing on it. I could still do that, couldn't I? Could I? Could I? Yes, I could. Look, they see, isn't it wonderful? You can see right through it. Love it. Don't be fooled though, because I went crooked. Oh, now I've moved it. Let's just try that. So I'll put this one on to get that in there as well. I'm thinking maybe I'll put the Versamark over it. Now I've got to move that down a bit, I think. It's hard when you can't put your head right over the top of it because people are watching. Okay, I think I've got that in the right spot. I just have to move that off a little bit. I am going to put a bit of Versamark on that. Let me get my tools out first. Get all my bits out. I'll keep all my embossing things in here. What have we got? We've got gold. I'm going to use silver. I haven't used silver lately. Not lately. I've got white, copper. I think silver would be nice. Brush down there. Move something out of the way. Let's take my little lid off that. Whoops, I threw it away. Where'd it go? Here it is. Okay, let's see if this is open. Yes, it's open. See if my heat gun's handy. Yep, the heat gun's handy. Right. Hi, Di. Welcome. I'm just playing with this little thanks thing. I'm just going to put a bit of Versamark. I'm not going to put it on the whole thing. I just want a bit on the sort of edges. I'm going to show you what I'm doing. Can you see that? Right. I'm just going to go sort of around the edges a bit. And I can't really see it, but I can see it a little bit. So we've just got the edges done in Versamark. I hope. And I already moved it off the thanks, and I'll put the thanks back down. Give it a good push. Okay. And I'll get it off there. Find my little tweezers. Oops. Doesn't matter if you slip because it's all going over there anyway. I don't want it all over the table. Now I am going to give that a good hard flick because I do want a fair bit of it off. I don't do that if I want a lot to stay on it. So you can see where I've got it. Hang on. Let's get that in focus, shall we? My other light on. Yeah, that extra light makes all the difference some days. So we'll see how that goes in a minute. Just pop it down there for a minute. Is anyone crafting with me? I'll just wipe that off there. I'm doing this over the paper here as well, so that if I miss it, I can pick up the paper. Get that all down into there. Put the lid back on. Put that under the table. Easy, isn't it, when you can just throw it under the table? And now I'm just going to move this. Give it a shake over the bin. I don't think there's much on there, but it's a tiny bit on there. Right, we'll just move that out of the way for a second. Remember my stamps on. I'll be looking for that, you know. Where's my stamp gone? Righto, we got this on? Yep. Let's get this up here. I wonder what this is going to turn out like. Oh, be careful not to heat your microphone cord. Move this out of the way. Oh, look at that go. Now this is one of the great things about, oh, I love that. Look at it go. That is gorgeous. That turned out better than I was expecting. Wow, look at that. Look at that. He loves embossing. Oh, heat embossing. Love it. Look at that. See how it's all bubbly? So just, oh, I think I like that. Oh. I wonder if it's going to look any good on my card. We'll see. Might be too much now for this card. We might have to make another one. Let's see what we think. Do we like that? Or is it too much blue going on? There's a lot of blue happening. Oh, I do like that. So the other question is, do we just use the thanks? But I like the sending. If you see a combination that you like, let me know. I'm going to cut the word thanks out a bit more. I'm not sure about the blue. What about that? That stands out. I think I like it like that. I'll just trim this around because I don't want it to look like that. Which bit was the wow, Diana? I think I'm going to cut this straight down there. Let's see if Fiona can cut straight. I'm concentrating. Oh wow, to the emboss, thanks. Yeah, I felt like that too. Because I didn't put heaps of stuff on it, it just gives it that real nice edge. Okay, so if I do that, I feel like it's getting lost in the back. I wonder if it needs a, no. No, no, maybe, no. Does it need a piece of this stuff? Vellum. Alright, it's getting lost. It's getting lost. Might need a bigger piece of vellum to go around the edge. What do you think? Any thoughts? Hang on, I've just got to go find the vellum. Get this vellum out again. That was the dotty vellum. It's the background of that sort of dotty. Whether we need it on a piece of that. Don't know if that does it or not. It's not really enough, is it? I could pop it up on thingies. Any ideas? Anybody got ideas out there? I love having your ideas. They always help. Sending things. That is so cool. Right. If I put it over a bit on the ribbon, put it on a piece of that. I just cut a bit off and see how I feel. Oops, something sticky on there. What's going on? Something grabbed it. What's happening on there? Better get that off. Use a bit of cleaner for a minute. Still grabbing. Right. Now if I go that way. Between those dots. See what that's like under there. I think I'll stay close to it because you can't see the dots a real lot. I knew that was going to happen. I was just about to say, I usually go from this side. In case it drags it. And it did. Dragged it. Stick to the way you normally do it. Go from the bottom up when you're doing little pieces. So you don't do that. just stick this on now. I kept the little dot, so whenever you're cutting these out, there's a little dot for the eye, and it's very little. So I've kept it in here. Of course, you can use those adhesive sheets. The video keeps freezing for you. Oh no. That's no good. Maybe the internet's not yours. Maybe everyone's on the internet tonight. It's not good. I guess that's the trouble, isn't it? We get so used to it. Using the internet when it doesn't work properly. It's like, oh. Tiny bit of glue. I'll just use my glue, my little silicone sheet here, in case I get glue elsewhere. See, I've got glue everywhere there. I just use a tissue and get the excess up. And why is my sending longer than my word? I must have stretched it a bit. There we go. And then find your little dot. I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool and a tiny bit of glue on my glue silicone sheet. There's my little dot there. There it is. Just going to put a tiny bit of glue on there. See if I can pick it up. Oh, I don't think I've got enough glue. A bit more. Bit fiddly. Let's keep going till we get it on the right way. Sing a little song. Stick it to your finger. Whoops, the daisies. Glue on my finger. Okay. Just give it a push down. Make sure it's stuck. Okay, so there's a few little sticky bits there that are coming off. You can get your little glue rubber, but I've gone and put my glue rubber somewhere. Hang on a minute. Let me think if I can find it. It's the trouble when you cross tool to other things. I was using it for something else. Very handy thing. Yes, I do sell these, by the way. They're not Stampin' Up though. Stampin' Up don't sell them, but they complement my things. They're in my online shop. Not Stampin' Up online shop, my other online shop. I buy for handcrafts. Right, so you can just use it to get the excess glue off things. Handy. Rightio. That away. Now I've got a blue dot in there as well for this one, so we'll just keep the lid on that. We don't lose it. We do not want to lose that. I think if I put that up, actually wondering, see, no, you can't see it better that way, can you? You can probably see the dots better that way. Does it look better on the blue? Let me cut a piece of blue and let's see what it looks like. size is it? It is, let's have a look, 66 by 43. 66. That might be better. Just wondering whether that, I don't want to cover up all that ribbon. Whether to go there. So I don't want to cover all my ribbon up. It's so pretty. What if I come down a bit like that? That looks better, doesn't it? I think I like that better. Or on grey. Ooh. Grey. Just a moment, please. Grab some grey. What grey do we want? Grey granite. Basic grey. Or smoky slate. Got 3 greys. See what we've got in the packet here. Oh, I'm just throwing it all on the floor. Hang on a sec. Grey looks that grey. That's a bit dark, I think. And then we've got, so that one was basic grey. Find a piece of smoky slate. Like before I cut it all down, and just have a quick look at them. That's smoky slate. And then we've got grey granite. Some reindeers cut out the end. Hang on, this one, I can probably cut this one to size because there's animals on the end of it. With the grey smoky slate. Oh no, that was grey granite, sorry. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. What does everyone think? Like that better than the blue? Tones it down a bit and it sort of goes in with that blue in the background. Just put it on the Tahitian for a second. Tahitian. I think you might be onto something. That's the Tahitian. And this is the, what's it? Grey granite. Who likes which one? If anyone's still there. Otherwise, I'll just decide. Right, while we're thinking about that, I'll think about this. All my little sending bits. So if I do extra pieces like this, sometimes I put them into the sets that they came out of, so that I can find them again. You like the blue? Let's go back to the blue for a minute. I'm having trouble deciding. That there. That up there. Right. That's the grey. So that's what the grey looks like next to it. When I put them like that, I think I like the blue. But then, no, it's a tricky one, isn't it? Okay, we'll put that over there. Now I got out a piece of my die. Where's my embossing folder go? I got out a piece of this to play with. Now this is one of the new papers. This dry brush metallic specialty designer series paper, and it's really pretty. Look. So the colours on this, it says the other one's Cajun Craze, pink, petal pink, and this is soft succulent, which I wouldn't have thought, but when you put it next to the soft succulent, look, it is. I'm going to do that in a minute, and I'm going to put it into, I'm going to try embossing it and seeing, it's already got pattern on it, but you know, I thought, new embossing folders, let's give it a go. I'll put that on there in a minute. Okay, well I think I'll try the blue then. Okay, I'm going to put that on there. Now just remember, so feel the embossing folder, this bottom piece, so I call that the bottom because the logo's on the top. So the bottom is where the imprint's coming up. You can feel that. So I always double check that before I do things. So that imprints up into the thing, so that the embossed will be that way. If you wanted it the debossed, you need to turn it over. So I'm going to emboss that in a moment. And we're going to stamp something there. Now I think we'll put our thanks back in the packet so we don't forget where it is. Away. So that was called The Biggest Wish, with thanks. The Biggest Wish set. Okay, let's finish this off. I'll just put that piece up there. So with this one, we'll just put that bit of glue in the middle where you're not going to see it. Press that on. And a bit of glue on this one. Of course, if you want it to sit up higher, you can always put your dimensionals on. Now I've cut that intentionally so we've got a row of dots above and below. Cover up that blue. Now I'm just deciding whether to put it up. I'll put the sending up. I think I'll put the sending up and the thanks. Well, the thanks will be a bit up here. Oh no, actually if I do it flat there, I can line it up with that white ribbon there. Go do that. A bit of glue on the back. Push it in there. Right. Just check it's straight. You got lines on there already, so you can check that it's straight. It's handy, isn't it? And then we just want some. What have we got left in the packet here? Use these pieces up. Another one. Hang on. Yeah, I've got more. Got more of these. new packet. Just get one out, put the rest back. How's your week been anyway? You've got bad weather out there? No, it's been very hot. Very, very warm this week, hasn't it? Oh, actually, I might need the little ones after all. After all that. Yeah, Sydney's been having a bit of a heat wave again. Right. Anyway, we'll use the little ones because they're only small spots. Another one there. So don't forget there's new online products as well. So I'm using one of the embossing folders in a minute. It's one of the new products. Some new kits. And I looked through my punches. I didn't have that other circle punch, so I'm going to get that next time. I can't remember which one it is now. I think it's the 1 3/4. Got the 2-inch one. So handy having circle punches. Right, just get rid of all my rubbish. There. Sending thanks. Oh, that's pretty cool. Look at that. I'm seeing that we might need some of those black. Oh, hang on, what colour are these? Can't see any colours on them. I think they're blue. These are the new enamel dot essentials. They're blue. I'm going to use the blue ones, I think. Because I've got blue in the background going on. I feel like we need something a bit bold. Or do they clash? No, I feel like maybe they do clash. I think I need the black to go with the black. Alright. Let's save it. Oh, there's white ones though. Look. Isn't it wonderful having such a selection? Alright, sorry about that. We'll just pop that back in the bag. I thought I had some other black ones too. I've got a whole lot of bling on the table. Because I can. I've got clouds. They're sitting in the clouds. Quick, Fiona, quick. Oh, look at these ones. Aren't they gorgeous? I'm looking for black. Black. Okay, we've got black matte dots, and we've also got classic matte dots. These ones are rounder. I'll just use those. Oops. Although, you know, just looking at that, we could use the silver as well, couldn't we? Oh, okay. Let's have a... Let me just find... I don't know if I've got them out. Got a feeling they're in my box, packed away. I think they're packed up. The silvery ones, no. We've got enough glitter there, I think we'll stick with the matte. And I haven't got them out. Okay. And we've got little dots on here, so I think I like that idea. for a bling challenge. Oh, there one's there or there. Just looking at that to see if they're in the right spot. Not sure if they're down too far. But they might be. Not sure if they're stuck on yet. Yeah, they're stuck on. Okay, they're staying there. That happens with bling sometimes. I guess I could put a couple more on. I don't think I like that one. These ones seem to stick better. Put one there. I felt like there needed to be one around here somewhere. Sending things. I don't know if I like that one there. Yeah. Yeah. What about there? No, doesn't feel right. Get that one off there. That one doesn't want to come off. So I think that one's staying. Yep, that one's staying there. Okie dokie. I'll put one there. Okay, that'll do. Do you need any more dots? I think that's okay. Wow, it got a bit busy, didn't it? But I like it. I like the sending, how it's popping out there. Alrighty, let's do something different with this other one. So, put this grey card over there. I've got my machine out and I've put this piece of card in there, DSP. So this embossing folder is one of the new ones. Comes in a pack of 3, which I think is great. Just get my folder. Okay, keep it going. There we go. Oh. Whoa, whoa, look at that. Love it. I thought I would love that. That is so gorgeous. So this is the packet. It's called Basic 3D Embossing Folders. 161598 is the number. I just keep them in the packet like that. That is so gorgeous. So I think we'll put it on. What will we put it on? And I thought I'd put it as a background. Not sure which one I want to do. I've already done that one and that one in the past, I think. I wondered whether to do this one tonight. And then just fussy cut it around. We might do that. There's a bit of card. Stampin' on that. And we can put it on the background. Bit of a soft succulent. New packet to open. Oh, that's looking. I'm just doing my usual style card. I don't do a lot of other fancy things now. I'm going to emboss it down this side because I'm very good at embossing it, you know, scoring it the wrong way for some reason. Up the top. I must just hold the card right. Right, and we just use our bone folder to fold it. And I'll cut that down. What have I done there? Bumped it. You just rub the edges if I bumped it and it was a bit sticking up. Just rub it down. That seems to work. And then I'm going to cut that down. I'll cut that down to the size of the card. So I go down to 1435. And you end up with a little piece like that. And because I've put that through the embossing folder, it almost feels like a piece of fabric, like soft. So I think that's why it's gone a bit frayed on the edges. So I'll just use my little emery board that I've got handy. This is my paper emery board, not my nails. I don't use it on my nails. Just to get rid of any fluff off there. Just stick that down. I might stick that with tape, I think. So just make sure we've got it the right size before we put the tape on. Yep, that looks alright. My next online class, I'm going to be using that milkshake set. Still got to plan that. That'll be soon. I'll be planning that soon. If you want to take part in that, let me know. Go to the website in my events. You can RSVP in there to let me know you want to come. I do that on Zoom. The card and cuppa is on the 18th this time. Sorry, the online one's on the 26th, Sunday afternoon. The 18th is a Saturday. I'm doing my next card and cuppa on a Saturday. I swap between Saturday and Sunday sometimes, depending on what I've got on, and you know, it's nice to swap it around a little bit. Okay, now these ones I have gone over a tiny bit there, but I'm not worried about that. when I peel them back, I just fold it back on itself a little bit, like that. So I wasn't sure how this card was going to go, this paper was going to go with glue on it. Sometimes with the shiny cardstock, paper, designer series paper, it can bubble a bit with the soft liquid glue. That's why I use tape. I am going to do my little, sorry, my thumbnail's broke today. Look, pretty sad, isn't it? I'm going to peel this one back a tiny bit first because I want to fold that piece back. Put that back down. We just fold the edges over like this. So handy, this trick. Can't get it up. Oh. Oh, look, all the glittery stuff came up on there. It's interesting, isn't it? That's because I've squashed it into the folder. Some of it's come off because I've embossed it. So just be aware of that, depending on who you're giving this to. But that has come off a little tiny bit because I've crushed the fibres of the paper. Okay. Okay, so when we put this on, should I go that way or that way? I'll go that way. I put it down like this. It's so handy because you don't stick it down straight away. You can line it up. So use a corner you haven't taken the tape backing off. And sort of get it sitting. Make sure it's pretty lined up. Once you're happy with it, push the corners down that you have taken the tape off and then pull out the sides. Just makes it so much easier to work with tear and tape. I've worked with tear and tape for years, just pulling the backings off them and sticking it down. But once you've stuck it down, there's no going backwards. Oh, that is pretty. Look at that. Apart from the fact that some of that comes off. It does come off a bit. Never mind. Just a wipe. Let's rub it down a bit. Look at that. It does break the fibre of the paper doing that. So if that's important to you, don't emboss it. I'm just going to rub it off a bit. Oh, actually, you know what? I had Tahitian Tide on there. Scared myself then. Hang on, let me get a clean tissue. Thought, gee, that's a lot of colour coming off. No, it's not. No, it's not. Sorry about that. Sorry to scare you. Some of the glitter did come off onto the mat, though. So there is a bit. There's not as much as what I just saw on there. Let's wipe that a bit. Okay. Right. And that'll be because of the shiny stuff. And then we just want one to put inside the card. I've got a whole lot that I cut up again the other day. Ready to roll. I bought some of the 12 by 12 a while ago when they were a bit low on white cardstock. I found that really good for cutting up for the insides of my cards. Should get 6 pieces out of it. Right, now we just got to do something with this. Do the front of our card. So, what will we do? What will we colour? I think we'll use the one where she's on the lounge, on the bed, or wherever she's sitting. I can get her off there. That one, and I thought we'd use... Ooh, You're always so good to others, be good to yourself too. Or sometimes the most productive thing you can do is relax. Does anyone have a choice in sentiment? Have a think for a minute. And I'm just deciding what colour to stamp in. I'll just do it in the... that one's using with blends. Stays on is for markers and watercolour. Maybe we'll do the stays on tonight. Water wash with there. Cutting it down. Go that way. Do half the card. I think I'll do the sentiment separate. Ooh, that gives a nice crisp image. Oops. Knock something down under there. And just remember when you're using Stays On to clean it with the Stays On cleaner. Stays On cleaner. And I've just got an old, I just keep an old washer. I actually wipe it on the washer when I'm using this stuff. Just give your stamp a good rub with that. And I'll just rub it off with that. And then I'll just wash this every now and again. I did just wash it, believe it or not. But that gets all the ink off. Okay. It's very important with the Stays On to do that because it'll stain. No one's got any idea of sentiments? Okay, that's okay. I'm thinking might do the, well, maybe we'll see after we've coloured her in. Okay, so if I go to there, I'll trim that off about there. And then we can pop the sentiment up down the bottom. I might cut that out more yet, I'll see. Right, let's play. Let's play. I'm going to play with some watercolours. I think we'll use my pencils. And a water marker, water painter. So the aqua painters come, water painters come in 3 sizes. There's a small one. And then you've got this one here. And then you've got the brush one, the flat brush. Where's my flat brush? They come in a set of 3. That's quite flat. I'm thinking I might do that on liquid paper. And these are watercolour pencils, which is very handy. There's 2 packets. Watercolour 1, watercolour and watercolour 2. We've got a nice range of colours. What will we do? I think I might do a bit of an orangey colour behind. And purpley colour on the bend. Can't see that very well on the screen, can you? Hoping it'll show up when I put some colour on it, water on it. Put some blue on her jeans. So I'm not being too fussy about where I colour, because it'll just swish around when I put things on it. What's going on? Oh, there's a little puppy dog, look. I'll do my little puppy dog brown. Oh, his face is probably a different colour, isn't it? Okie dokie. I might leave his face like that. Okay, what have we got still? We've got some more of the covers. I might go with a pinky colour there. There's a cuppa. Oh, she's got a cuppa. Might have to do some. She's got socks on. Colour cup. Well, we have about a purple cup. And colour her book in red. What have we got? We got one pillow still there, so we might do that one darker colour, darker pink. That one, real red. No, I'll go with this colour pink. Okay, let's see what happens. I think I'll use the little water painter. That's quite wet, so you just push it where it says the word push to get water down. I just use the back of my hand to get water on me. Keep a tissue handy just in case you need it. I think I'll work from the inside. And if you get too much colour going on, just put it on your tissue. face a little bit. And if you want more colour in it, you can always add extra colour. See how that gets really bright when you put the water on it. Colour of socks in. Oh, I didn't do a hair. I'd have to colour a hair in yet. See how the Stays On ink doesn't go smudgy? If you use the Memento, it does. Oops, I used a bit too much water then. Turn that off. Right, I think I want a bit more colour around here. And I might do her hair. I might use the yellow. No, yellow hair. Golden. Ooh. Bright hair. Oh, I missed a bit of the dog. I'll use the other colour. Right, take that colour underneath. Blend that in a little bit. There we go. Yeah, what have I missed? That one up there. Got her hands. Oh, I'll just leave it like that. Just put a bit more in that blue. Where's my blue? I love colouring in. It's good fun. Okay, so let's see what that looks like. My little picture on the front of the card. I have to let that dry. It's a little bit wet. So I might cut around that, I think. Make sure I've got all the right pencils in the right box. I put the box on my pencils so I know I've got them in the right places. your lids on your water painters. A little bit wet still there. I think I'll fussy cut this. We'll give it a go anyway. The other thing you could do is use the diorama dies. I want to see a lot of that background. Okay, stamp. I think we'll do the "You're always so good to yourself, always good to others, be good to yourself." I'll put that one down there. And I'm thinking if I went, that'll fit on there. Let's try that. Oh, it's a bit tight. Might get it on there. Not sure. I think we might go this way. Let's do that in black. I'm just using the memento for this one. So this is called the rectangular postage stamp punch. Just double check it's still there. P-O postage. Yep, it's still there. So don't forget, we'll be coming up for a new catalogue in a bit. Where are we? March, April, May. We'll have a new one out soon. That'll be exciting. Let's see when the new one comes out. It's in, let me see, April, May. There'll be a new catalogue in May. We never know what's going to stay and what's going to go. Not till closer to the time anyway. Punch that out. Looks like a little postage stamp. It's just curling a bit because it was a bit wet there. I feel like it needs something behind it. So bright, isn't it? Right, let's have a think for a minute. I wonder if black would be too stark. Maybe one of those greys. That's too that's too No, that doesn't do it. Okay. Hang on, I'm just going to grab a bit of vellum. I like vellum. You knew that, didn't you? Grab my little vellum box. You know, sometimes I start with a card that way and then go this way. It just depends what we're doing. Or I could go for a longer piece. Hang on. This feels like it needs something there. Grab the ribbon box. Yeah, there's somebody. Seems to be the way at the moment, landscape. This ribbon's, this is matches, but I don't know if this is still current. I think it is. Let me have a look. And you know that the in colours, they have them 2 lots of in colours. So there's one this year and one last year. So these ones will be going soon. So if you like them, grab them. Okay, soft succulent. Yes, this is the satin shimmer ribbon. Isn't that gorgeous? It's a very pretty ribbon. I think I'll use that. Except I've already stuck my card down, but never mind. I can just do it to the edge. I like that. That on the top and then that on there. I think we'll do that. It's funny how it just happens, isn't it? Landscape or not. Okay. So I keep one pair of snips for ribbon cutting and the other pair for my glues and things. Gluey cutting. And it's just so much better. So ideally it'd be good to put this on before you stick your back down, but I didn't know what I was doing, so I'll trim that off. Hoping I've got it right. I've gone a little bit longer. I might stick it on and then trim it off with it. Okay. Because the other soft succulent ribbon is the open weave ribbon. That's packed in my box right now. Another one packed in the box. Because we're using it on the weekend. So I just put that there. There. Put that on about there. Hoping I've got it straight. Hang on, let me look. just check that. It doesn't matter if that bit's not totally straight, as long as I get the next ribbony bit totally straight. 2.5. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect. Wow, that's a fluke, isn't it? I like it when I get it on straight. Oh. Didn't come off. Okie dokie. Now I'm going to put one edge on first. And I'm going to stick to the middle of the ribbon. I haven't pushed it down yet. 24. 20. It's about 0.5 millimeter off. I think it'll be alright. I think it's okay. 0.5 millimeter out one end. Put things over it so people don't notice it. Hopefully. Right, that was a little bit tricky trimming it like that. My ribbon went a bit funny. It's better to have it cut before you put it on. That's not too bad. There we go. A little bit rough there. And I'm going to put that on. You won't even see that under there, so we can just glue that on. Put that up a bit, I think. Just wondering whether to put it all up a bit. No, I think that'll be better if I stick it down. And then I'll put that one there. I'll put a little bit more glue under this end to hold that down. How we go for time? 10 o'clock. Not too bad, we've already finished one card. Well, I did start it last week. There is that. Not sure where I want that. I think I'll put it there. And I'll pop that up. Now that stamp, I think it's the first time I've used it, so it didn't stamp as well as it could, but I'm okay with it. It's because of the water wash sort of thing. I'm okay with it being a little bit, you know, missing a few bits here and there, but if you wanted it solid, do it on the Stamparatus, and because you can go again and make sure you get it all covered. Just depends what look you're after. Sometimes I want them solid, other times I don't. want to see a bit of the ribbon there. I want to see the ribbon under it. Yeah, I like the ribbon there. And I like the bit of vellum out the side there. Probably could have moved the vellum over a tiny bit, but it's too late now. If you're making this card again, just move the vellum over a little bit more. So you've got that there. Oh, that's cute, isn't it? Alright, just need a bit of bling now. Bling it, baby. Bling it up, baby. Oh, it is. Oh, thank you, darling. I really like this bling. Well, I like a lot of the bling. I don't really like this one. Do we want one of these? Or is that too much the same? Oh, maybe it's too red. Oh, maybe it's too much the same. I haven't got any more of those little ones. Of course, there's the dots we could use. There's milky dots. Goldy coloured ones. Yeah, let's have a look at them. I used them last week, didn't I? Yeah, I did use them last week. I used them on my card last week. No, it's not doing it for me. What other bling have I got hiding here on the table? Got these ones. I'm pretty sure they're mint macaron, not soft succulent, but it's very close. Like, well, not when you put it together, but like this. Doesn't say what colour they are. Although those ones are nice, aren't they? The dark ones. Maybe we should stick with the blacky looking dots. Yeah, they sort of blend in too much. What do you think? Any preferences? I'm not sure if they're black. I'm not sure if they're soft succulent and evening evergreen. I can't tell. Let me go and look in the system. Let's check the system. It might tell us what colours they are. Solid. The word solid in and it brings them up first. Go solid faceted gems. Let's have a look. It says, aha, product colours. Is it written on here or not? Sometimes they write them on there and sometimes they don't. Right, we're going to write them on. We've got balmy blue, melon mambo. Should have got you all to guess. Mossy meadow. Hang on, is that the right one? Mossy meadow. Which one's mossy meadow? Don't know. Night of navy. That looks like night of navy. Petal pink. And pool party. Oh, maybe that's mossy meadow, the green. Ah, I thought it was evening evergreen. Okay. We'll go night of navy, petal pink. And pool party. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Now we know what colours they are. Oh, the pink. Do you like the pink one on there? Which one? This one? The bright pink? That's melon mambo. I feel like it needs something. The light pink's too pale. Is that the one you're talking about? Yes, the bright. Okie dokie then. Am I gonna stick them? Oh. I don't know. Some days they just speak to me, and other days they don't. Alright, here we go. Look at that. Boom, boom. How is that? Maybe I should just be quicker about it normally. Bang, bang, bang. That worked, didn't it? Match the book. Aha. Thank you. See, it does take a team. So there you go. If you're not sure what colours are and things, look it up on the website. It's all listed. You just have to click on the Show More button, so it shows you more, and you can see what colours they are. Right, let's move a few things out of the way. So that's my tribute to International Women's Day. I hope you all be good to yourselves too. In the moment, and there's my sending thanks from last week and my be good to yourself. Hang on, let me get that in the right spot. That one's called In the Moment. Right, thank you everybody for joining me and watching now or watching later. I hope you create some beautiful cards. Feel free to share, and don't forget, look me up on Facebook. Well, you're in my Facebook if you're watching me live on Facebook. I have a group as well, you can join there for anything crafty, and we share different things we do in there, so that's always good too. Okay, look, I'll catch you next time, and if you come into my retreat on the weekend, I can't wait. I'll see you then. Ciao.